Hey bookcasters, welcome back to the channel where we condense these massive business books into the most important actionable insights fast. You ever get that feeling? You're scrolling through Instagram, you see all these millionaire entrepreneurs living the dream and you're like, man, I want to build an empire too. But then you look at your overflowing bookshelf and you're just like, ugh, do I really have time to read all these? That's where we come in. Today we are diving into 12 Months to $1 Million by Ryan Daniel Moran. And in the next 10 minutes, we're going to break down his key strategies so you can start building your own success story without pulling an all-nighter with a stack of business books.
I love it.
To help us out, we've got an expert who's helped countless entrepreneurs launch thriving businesses.
Thanks for having me.
So,
Moran's book really resonates with that feeling you described. He starts by laying out a really clear goal. Hit that $1 million mark in a year. And he breaks it down into this surprisingly simple formula. You sell 3 to 5 products that each bring in 25 to 30 sales per day at about $30 each.
Okay, that suddenly feels way more achievable than just become a millionaire.
Right.
But I'm guessing it takes more than just picking any random products.
Exactly. Moran emphasizes building a strong brand around a specific audience. It's not about chasing the latest fad. It's about understanding a niche and offering them a line of products that address their unique needs and build trust over time. So instead of just selling random stuff, you become their go-to source for solutions.
So it's instead of being a jack of all trades, you become the master of one specific thing.
Yes.
That makes a lot of sense. But how do we even find that perfect product to begin with?
Moran has a 6-step framework for product development that's all about leveraging what you already know. He suggests starting by looking at communities you're already part of.
Okay, so if I'm obsessed with vintage video games, I shouldn't try to suddenly sell organic skincare products.
Exactly. You've got a built-in passion and understanding of that market. Next, think about the products those people are already buying. Are they collecting rare cartridges, buying retro consoles, or maybe searching for vintage gaming apparel?
Ooh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I bet there's a huge market for vintage gaming apparel. That doesn't look like it was designed in 1985.
And that leads to the next step. Figure out which product is typically bought first in that customer journey. What's their initial investment? Then dig deep into online reviews and forums. What are people complaining about? What are the pain points with existing products?
So instead of reinventing the wheel, we're making the wheel smoother, faster, and more awesome. I like it.
Precisely. You're identifying a gap in the market and developing a solution that directly addresses those frustrations. Then you plan future products that align with the same goal, creating a whole ecosystem around their passion.
Okay, so we found our $1 million product idea, but now what? Do we need to start sketching out blueprints and building a factory in our backyard?
Not quite. Moran suggests using readily available resources like Alibaba. You can find manufacturers who already make products similar to your vision order samples, tweak them, and even get feedback from your target audience before committing to a huge production run.
That's so much less daunting than trying to become a manufacturing expert overnight. But wouldn't it be cheaper to just go with the absolute lowest bidder on Alibaba?
Not necessarily. Moran stresses the importance of finding a reliable supplier who delivers on time and communicates clearly. Even if it costs a bit more upfront, a solid supplier partnership can save you tons of headaches and money in the long run.
Totally. Imagine having a killer product, tons of excited customers, and then radio silence from your supplier. No stock missed deadlines, angry emails. That's a recipe for disaster.
Exactly. Now, once you've got your product ready to roll, it's launch time. But even here, Moran has a slightly unconventional approach.
Ooh. I'm already loving this guy's thinking. Hit me with it.
He's all about building anticipation before your product is even available.
Wait, really? How much of a difference can that really make?
A huge difference, according to Moran. He suggests aiming for 1,000 engaged followers, 10 strong personal connections in your niche, and ideally 1 influencer on board before you launch.
Okay, I'm intrigued. So it's not just about blasting your product out.
Yeah.
The masses, it's about strategically building a community that's genuinely excited for what you're offering.
Exactly. And that's where things get really interesting.
All right, I can't wait to hear more.
It's like we're setting the stage for a blockbuster movie premiere, but for our product. But how do we actually create that kind of buzz?
Moran's got some really clever tactics for that. Remember that priority list we talked about? Where people can comment on your posts to reserve their product?
Right. Well, he suggests taking it a step further and actually limiting your initial stock.
Ooh, playing the scarcity card. So it's not just about building excitement, it's about tapping into that fear of missing out.
Exactly. When people know there's only a limited number available, they're way more likely to jump on board early. And to make that early bird offer even more irresistible, Moran suggests throwing in some special bonuses.
Okay.
Think BooGo deals exclusive extra features, maybe even a personalized thank you note.
I love it. It's like rewarding those early adopters for taking a chance on your product. But once those initial sales start rolling in, how do we keep that momentum going?
That's where inventory management comes in. Moran is a big believer in staying ahead of the game. Don't wait until you're completely sold out to reorder. As soon as you see consistent demand, hit that reorder button. He even suggests considering raising your price slightly.
Really?
If sales are outpacing your ability to restock,
wouldn't that scare away potential customers?
It might seem counterintuitive, but Moran argues that a small price increase can actually work in your favor. It helps you control the pace of sale so you don't get overwhelmed. It reinforces the perceived value of your product, and it gives you a bigger profit margin to reinvest in your business.
Okay, that's a really interesting perspective.
Yeah.
But let's be real, all of this, the inventory, the marketing, the bonuses, it all takes money. What does Moran see about handling the financial side of things?
He recommends having at least $10,000 in available funds specifically for inventory.
Okay.
And he offers 3 main ways to get that capital.
Right, lay 'em on me.
The first option is finding an investor, but Moran has a really smart approach here. Instead of going in asking for money right away,
okay,
start by asking for advice.
Ooh, I like that. Play it cool. Be the eager entrepreneur seeking wisdom from a seasoned pro.
Exactly. Share your success story so far, how well your product is selling, your vision for the future. Then casually mention that you're looking at funding options and ask how they would approach it.
It's like a subtle way to gauge their interest and potentially open the door to an investment opportunity.
Exactly. Now, option 2 is crowdfunding. Platforms like Kickstarter have helped so many entrepreneurs bring their products to life. And Moran's key tip here is to tell a compelling story. Create a video that showcases not just your product, but your passion, your vision, and why people should get excited about what you're doing.
But people don't just buy products. They buy into stories and the people behind them.
That's so true. And the third option is borrowing money, but Moran is very cautious about this one. He says to only borrow money if you're absolutely certain you can make a profit from it. Use it for things like inventory, where you have a clear path to recouping your investment.
So no taking out a loan to buy a fancy new office chair just yet.
Probably not the best idea, especially when you're just starting out. It's better to bootstrap as much as you can and avoid unnecessary debt.
Got it. Okay, so we've got funding figured out, inventory's flowing, sales are happening, but how do we take things to the next level?
Moran emphasizes the importance of those positive reviews. They're like little gold nuggets that can help you hit that 25 sales per day goal.
Social proof is everything these days.
Exactly. So keep engaging with your audience. Respond to every comment, encourage customers to share their experiences, maybe even offer a small incentive for leaving reviews.
And when you get those awesome reviews, don't be shy about sharing them.
Yeah.
It shows potential buyers that other people love your product.
Absolutely. Now, let's say you've followed all of Moran's advice. You've launched your first product. You're hitting that magic 25 sales a day mark. What's next?
That's a great question. Do we just rinse and repeat with the other products in our line? Is that all it takes to build a $1 million empire?
Well, there's a bit more to it than that. Moran has some specific strategies for scaling up your business and launching your entire product line. Want to hear more?
Absolutely.
We're talking about officially hitting that $1 million business milestone in just 12 months.
That's incredible. But what happens after you reach that peak? Does the business just run itself from there?
Not quite. Moran outlines 2 main paths you can take at this point. The first is to keep scaling your business.
So it's not just about reaching $1 million. It's about building something that can continue to grow.
Exactly. This involves reinvesting your profits into things like advertising, creating even better content, streamlining your operations, and maybe even building a team to help you manage everything.
That makes a lot of sense. It's like building a system that doesn't rely solely on you. But what's the other path Moran talks about?
The second path is selling your business.
Whoa, hold on. After all that hard work, building it from scratch,
Right.
why would anyone want to sell?
It's not for everyone, but it can be an amazing option if your goal is to create a valuable asset and then cash out. Maybe you want to start a new venture, or maybe you just want to enjoy the fruits of your labor and take some time off.
So it's like you've built this incredible machine and now you're handing the keys over to someone else to keep it running.
Exactly. But Moran stresses the importance of finding the right buyer, someone who aligns with your vision and will take care of the business you've poured your heart and soul into. It's not just about the money, it's about finding a good home for your creation.
That's a really important point. It's about finding someone who will continue to nurture and grow what you've started. Wow, we've covered so much ground today. It feels like we've only scratched the surface of what's in 12 months to $1 million.
There's so much valuable information packed into this book. Moran provides a really clear roadmap to building a successful business step by step.
Well, bookcasters, there you have it. The key takeaways from 12 months to $1 million. If you're ready to ditch the overwhelm and start building your own dream business, this book is definitely worth checking out. We'll leave a link in the description below. And hey, tell us in the comments what your $1 million business idea is. Or if there's another book you'd like us to deep dive into, let us know. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Bookcast for more bite-sized brilliance from the world of business and self-help. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep chasing those dreams.